Wow, Denise, these look nice. So you've got yourself some new clubs.
I know, Annie. I'm so excited. I got them a week ago. I've taken them out only once for a few
They're still in the plastic.
Some are still in the plastic. I didn't use these clubs.
What made you want to get, or why have you got new clubs?
Well, it's been 15 years since I had
That's a long time. I wouldn't recommend people wait 15 years between sets.
Do you know what? If you've got the right custom-made clubs...
Okay, they can last you.
They can last you forever.
Forever?
Forever.
Even with technology changes?
The technology has changed a little bit, but it hasn't changed dramatically.
So if you get good quality fitted clubs, you're going to get the longevity.
Yes, so for instance, these clubs are still the same length as my old clubs. So
okay.
I was fitted by a master fitter and myself, so I did it. It's still the same lie angle, which is the angle that the shaft goes into the club. So I'm extremely flat, meaning the shaft's this way. Most people, the shaft is a little steeper for standard.
And so that's determined by what, Dee?
That's determined by, it's like a thumbprint. You don't even really know what it is. It's like our thumbprints are different. It is determined a little bit by how your impact position is, but if you look at all the famous great golfers who have different swings, their lie angles, some are upright, some are flatter.
And they normally put a bit of tape on the bottom and you have some swings and they work out, like, is the toe hitting the ground? And that's really important, that as you connect with the ball, that's really flat through the ground.
So you're kind of wanting this middle bit to be hitting here. So when you're setting up, like someone whose lie angle is very upright, when they set up, the toe, this here, will be off the ground. But when they're hitting, this is flat. And with irons, this is absolutely vital because it has such a directional impact on where the ball will go if it's out.
So what's the main thing physically that determines if you're you need an upright set of clubs or a flat set of clubs?
Do you know what? We don't know. You've got to hit, that's why you've got to hit balls. So you can't just measure someone's fingertips to the ground.
Right. That was the old-fashioned measure your fingertips to the floor.
And that told you the length you were meant to have. But you've got to hit balls, see where the club's hitting, see where you're striking it here and what the ball's doing. So it's kind of amazing that we're...
Okay.
But the reason is my lie angle has been 5 degrees flat for the last...
a lot of years.
lot of years. And it hasn't really changed, which is quite interesting. Sometimes as your swing may change, if you're a beginner, the angle might change 1 or 2 degrees. But if you're really... if you're fitted correctly, basically is going to stay the same.
Stay the same. So why would you ever get new clubs then?
Okay. The reason I got new clubs...
Just to get some new toys?
Get some new toys. I'm so excited about it. No, the real reason I got new clubs was for the woods.
Oh, really?
Yes. So the real reason, especially with fairway woods...
What brand have you gone for, Dee?
The ones I've used since 1991. HG, Henry Griffiths.
Because you fit Henry Griffiths clubs, so you know that they're really good quality.
They, Annie, were the first company.
It's very flash and shiny.
And the cover's really nice.
Cover's really nice. It's actually like a gunmetal kind of a, like a,
nice.
not shiny, what's the, matte, like a matte?
And
very nice.
You'll see here, there's a little logo here, registered. Puring. There are only 2 companies in Australia that do puring. It's a $150,000 machine. That's Cool Clubs and HG. Some companies say they're doing puring, but they're doing it by hand, not by the machine. And puring is a fantastic technology in that they find where the club oscillates this way and this way. When you get them pured, it minimises that amount of oscillation round and round.
Very high tech, isn't it?
But the reason the woods are so good is because for the first time, being a person who's very flat, my fairway woods, which I've got to admit I was never really the best at with my fairway woods. Let's just see if this is a fairway wood. Oh yeah, this is a fairway wood. So the fairway woods now can be made flatter. They used to be always standard, and because I was so flat...
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
these are shiny.
These are shiny.
These are shiny.
And I went for a very shallow face. So shallow means...
We got the tree.
Shallow means it's not very deep here. It's not high here. That's a deep face. I like that because generally where I'm playing, it's kind of a very bent grass. It's not kikuyu.
Tight lies.
Tight lies. So I like
these are good for the rough as well, though, aren't they?
Very good for the rough.
Yeah, because there's less surface area to get through that heavy grass. So.
But I'm very excited because now I have a lie angle that is flat, and I hit them last Monday.
You might go back on tour, Dee. Yeah, sorry, you hit them back.
Could.
You hit them last Monday. And what happened?
Have carts for people with sore feet? So as you can see, I didn't use all the clubs.
You were about to say you played with them last Monday, and what?
And they were great. The irons felt just like my old clubs because the specs are the same. The head is probably a little bit more forgiving.
It's a nice little hybrid there.
Yeah.
That look. You have hit this one, I can see.
Yeah, I hit that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I played a few holes with them, and I didn't hit. Notice I didn't hit the long irons. So I was mainly with the wedges. But the other interesting thing is with all the new companies, you'll notice there's a lot more wedges. I already have a lot of wedges with the old system, but there's a lot more wedges now. You've got a pitching wedge, a target wedge. I've got a 51, a 56, and you can have more. I didn't get the 60.
Target is a gap?
Yeah, it's like a gap wedge. And
that, I've never heard a target. That's the first one for me.
I call it that.
I do, but it's T. It says T.
Yeah.
Wonder what the T actually stands for if it's not target. Transition wedge.
It's target wedge. Zoom in on the target.
Because Ping have the U wedge, utility. Callaway have the A, which one lady said, oh, that's for attack. And it's not for attack, it's for approach.
But it's interesting why we have all these wedges. I probably could have another one.
And then just let me finish that. Yeah. The other one is the G, gap. So normally it's G for gap. Yeah. So if you're not sure what they are, that's different brands call them different things.
And see what we're doing here, this has the loft on it. 51 and 56.
Which is quite good. Yeah.
Actually, my 51 is 52. I got them to make it a little bit more.
So normally pitching, gap, sand, lob.
And it's, I think, a really interesting question.
Although you look like you've got two gaps there.
No, I haven't.
Because that's not normally a lob. That's usually, that's a normal sand wedge there, 56.
It depends on your clubs. But here's the interesting thing. That now companies, HG, this isn't exactly right, but all the companies have actually, why they have more wedges is all the companies have made like a 9-iron is actually an 8-iron.
Yeah.
So your pitching wedge was actually
a
the old 9-iron.
Yeah,
That's why you have to have. HG, most companies have gone, my old pitching wedge was 48 degrees.
Yeah.
Some even have the pitching wedge down to 44, which is,
It's almost like you've got such a big gap now between here. You need two gap wedges almost.
So my old set had a pitching wedge at 48, then I had a 51, then I had a 56, and then I had a 60.
Yeah, so you've foregone the 60 in this. Yeah. So you're not going to bother with a lob wedge?
I've got this tour grinded tour plough, so it allows me to open up and get a bit and not scull it and do all of that.
So essentially all these extra wedges around the green are fantastic for giving you a bit of accuracy when the pins are in different positions.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's good for a better player wants more wedges. If you're a higher handicapper, you might not need all these to start off with, but as you improve, you want a bit more choice around the greens.
What would you say? I think for a higher handicapper, I would highly not recommend them having a 60 or a 64.
Oh, definitely not a 64.
Yeah, margin for error is far too much.
Yeah, the lob wedge, you really need to be happy with your sand wedge and confident with your sand wedge before going to a lob wedge for sure. Yeah. So, but if you are, a lob wedge can be very handy, stopping it quick and high lips on bunkers and things.
And what else do I like about, I didn't get a new putter. I still have my 1982
Gosh, 1982. Don't even get me started, Dee.
But I do have a nice cover on it, pretty showing cover.
Okay, so
I want to show one other thing that I'm very excited about, and the men are not going to like this, but I really do like it. The colour of my grip.
I noticed that. I actually thought that it feels really nice as well.
But not only the feel, the colour. See how beautifully it matches, like ProGolfGals match. Grey, and the grey here and the black goes very nicely.
You're sounding very girly right about now, Dee, but I agree with you. I think it looks very sleek, and this is important.
It is important. We want to look good.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I thought I used to, my other old set I used to change the grips and I'd go a different colour for each club.
For each club?
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
When they're custom fitted, you can.
Wow.
You can't if they're off the rack. Don't ever buy clubs off the rack.
Yeah, that's our big number one thing, isn't it?
Don't buy clubs off the rack. If you're a beginner, don't go buy an expensive set of clubs until you've been and had some lessons and you have a basic golf swing going. Then get fitted, buy a few clubs that are custom fitted, and then you can add to them as your game progresses.
You can fill in your set as you go.
Yeah. And you don't need 14 clubs when you're starting, 3 or 4.
Exactly.
You agree?
Exactly, yeah. So what's our big takeaway about when you're getting new clubs, get fitted,
yes.
Hit them, make sure you hit them, get the tape put on the bottom. Anyone who knows what they're doing will do this for you.
And it should take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to be fitted properly. I find with some people I'm fitting, I have to do it in 2 sessions because they get a bit tired. So
okay, so get fitted and go and see someone who knows what they're doing.
yeah, see someone who knows what they're doing.
Thanks, Steve.
Excellent.
That's fun.
They're lovely covers,
They
aren't
are.
they?
I love them.
And this is nice. Oh, look, I still got. So I haven't hit the 4. I haven't hit the.
What
9.
did you? So you got 4 hybrid. What other? What shit's out of 3 hybrid? So 4 iron, 3
I
hybrid.
got a 3 hybrid, a 4 iron.
Then you go up into 4 wood, 5 wood, 3 wood
A
driver.
4 wood and a 3 wood.
4 wood and 3 wood.
No, that's not right. Yes,
5
that's right.
wood, 3 wood.
Yeah, because I'm not a very big hitter.
Okay.
I need a. It's probably a 4.5 wood.
Okay. So that's good.
And my driver, which I really like.
Are you going to hit a shot now? What?
There'll be some people coming by.
There's a lady standing down there.
And look, there's some people teeing off over there.
Yeah.
They look like they know what they're doing.
We should hit a shot later though, just for fun.
Yeah.
You should hit.
We're going to hit a shot later over this water. We're going from our apartment here.
Oh, we're at Corinda Waters. Let me just show you where we are. So, just ignore those glasses of wine there that we've just had. But we thought we might hit a shot. Well, Dennise thought she might get her new clubs out and hit a shot.
Over to this hole. What did we say it
There's some
was?
people hitting off the tee over here.
And it's the carry. What do I
I think you said it was about 150 odd.
yeah.
What do you hit 150 do?
Driver? Have to carry
If
the
you cold top it, yes.
50. It's kind of 150. It's somewhere between a hybrid, a 4 iron, and a 5 iron, depending on the day.
Because it's all carry too, isn't it? You don't want to go
it's all
short.
Carry, and we'll have a nice lie here.
It's a nice little bit of grass. I don't think you're actually supposed to be hitting balls from. You might want to watch out for that. You might want to watch out for that little timber section there. If you scull it, we're in big trouble.
So the problem is we have to carry the water.
Yeah.
We've got to carry the bunker.
Yeah.
And then we have to stop it. Now, if you're a really big hitter like the guys, they'd be hitting like
8 iron or
8
something.
iron. And even the girls on tour, they're probably going to be hitting 6 iron, aren't they? Wouldn't you think? 6 iron.
150, no less. At 150.
Girl pros?
Yeah.
So what are the boy pros doing? 8 iron?
8 or 9, and the girls are probably 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I reckon.
They're so big, aren't they?
I know, and they're hitting it further all the time, aren't they? All right. Well, we'll check in again once this group here has played
Beautiful weather.
this hole. We'll check back and hit some shots. We won't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone.
You like the look of the two ahead, but you couldn't hit it as well.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah. Don't dig up the grass there, Dad.
Here we are, Corinda Waters Resort, outside the resort. I know we're not meant to be doing it.
This is hole number 4A.
Good.
If he's not safety, we're in trouble.
After a while,
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes. Here we go.
Oh, that didn't sound very good, did it? Oh, it's in the front bunker. Have another go.
Front bunker.
That sounded very clunky.
terrible.
I reckon the ball might be a dud.
That ball was dead.
Yeah, I got a couple of balls out of the practice ball bag. They might be very dead. That's not on the tee, Dee. Are you going to tee it or not?
I think I'll tee it up because I didn't do so well there. I'll tee it up, par 3, across the wood.
Hole number 4A.
All right. Take 2.
God, we might get kicked out of Corinda as the touring golf pros, as ambassador pros, if they see that we're doing this.
The golf pros are meant to play, so here we go.
All right, come on, Dee, you can do it.
That sounded terrible.
That sounded the same.
That's the grass.
We're basically the same spot.
I'm sure I didn't make it up.
It's just a tad short. It just sounded toey, didn't it? I think you need to ditch those clubs, get some new ones.
Yeah, I don't know if these clubs are really good. Maybe I need a full club. That was a 6. Maybe I needed a 5 on. Nah, I hit it bad.
You didn't hit them well. Yeah, you didn't hit it. It was toey.
Yeah, it was
Clunker.
terrible.
Yeah. Have you got an old ball in your bag?
No, I don't have old balls in my bag.
Well, hit a new one. You've got plenty of money. That might be all we need, a decent golf ball.
This one's got a happy face.
That'll make all the difference.
The tee. Is it going?
Yeah, it's going,
Maybe
yeah.
it's the tee.
The fact you've got it on a tee,
Yeah.
all right.
Shouldn't be.
No, it should make it easier, shouldn't it?
Let's try again. I think it's this kikuya.
This is not kikuyu, this is cooch. Kikuyu is the really thick blades.
Kikuya.
Oh, there's your tee there. Yes.
Well, let's try again. I could stay here all night until I get this happening.
No. That was better. It was all about the ball. Oh yeah. Woohoo! That's beautifully on.
I have to stay here all night now.
Oh, it's running back round nicely to the hole. If someone comes and plays this hole, they're going to see that ball on there. And
With the smiley face. They're going to go, no life is too late.
nice shot. That was a better shot.
Sure.
Well done.